Hey guys, it's Nathan, and welcome to my guide on how to complete the entire fight caves using melee only. Now, with this guide, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm kind of assuming anybody who's going to melee the fight caves is going for like the second fight cave or something like that. Because usually, if you are going to go for your first fight cave, then you would usually be ranging it. So, if you are going for your first fight cave, I would probably recommend going using a different guide that goes more in depth than I do, but other than that, I hope this guide helps anybody out that's going to use it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, first thing I'm going to do is show you what inventory you're going to use. I'm using pretty much the max gear I have, obviously, so full bandos and all that. But obviously, it can all be downgraded to barrows. Like barrows is completely fine. It's probably even better than bandos because it gives more defense. A dragon defender for the shield because you're not going to need a lot of defense, so a defender is fine. Chaotic rapier as the weapon is probably the best weapon you could try. If you don't have that, then use a longsword. If you don't have either of them, then just use a whip. For the amulet, either a fury or a glory. The helmet, I'm using a slayer helmet because it's my task. Other than that, just use like a Nezi helm or a fighter hat, and and just like dragon boots, barrow's gloves, and so on. Everything can be downgraded. You don't have to have the best gear. So, pretty simple. Let's get on to the invent. Now for the invent, I'm using 3 overloads, 6 Sarabrews, 6 super restores, and the rest are prayer pots. And I'm using my spec weapon will be an enhanced Excalibur, and that's just to heal back 400 life points because the overload will damage me for 500 when I do drink it. You don't have to use overloads, you can use extreme sets or a super set, but only bring 1 set of them because you don't want to waste inventory space by bringing more than 1 set. You don't need to go crazy with brews and end up bringing like 50 of them. You just need to bring like 6. 6 is even too much sometimes. I don't use any brews till I get to Jad, so if you do need HP, you can simply just soul split it back if you do have 92 prep. But otherwise, then the brews may be a bit more helpful for you. Plus, I'm using an enhanced Excalibur, so I really don't need to heal up at many points during the fight cave. So just adjust it around to what's going to suit you, but because I have an enhanced Excalibur and soul split, I only need to bring 6 brews, and I only ever use like 1 or 2. So let's get into the fight cave. Alright, so wave 1 will obviously just be a level 22 bat, which all they do is just drain your prayer, so there's no harm to them. Just kill them as fast as possible, I guess, just to stop them from draining your prayer, but they're really no harm at all. So just kill them before any of the other low level monsters like the blobs or anything like that. So with the blobs, as you'll see when I attack it, it's going to hit me at 10. This is just like a recoil. When it is the level 45, when it splits into 2, they won't have a recoil. But when it is the level 45, you will get hit at 10 every melee hit you do to it. So if you do need to heal back, even though it's only hitting a 10, just soul split or drink 1 brew. But hitting a 10 is like nothing, so you should be pretty fine with them. When you do encounter the 45s and a bat together, try kill the bat first, just so it doesn't drain your prayer. So as you can see here, I have blobs and bats on me. Kill the bats first because they will drain your prayer down. And yeah, let's go into the level 90s. Alright, so the next wave, what is it, wave 7, is going to be the level 90s. They aren't really much harm at all, just pray range if you need to, if you're low defense. Other than that, the armor should do all the work, and you can also soul split your HP back on them because they die pretty fast. They've only got 400 HP, so they're not really much of a problem at all. Okay, now I have the level 180s, which use melee only. You might want to protect from melee from them if you are a lower combat with low defense, because they will probably hit you. But other than that, your armor should do most of the work, and they're not very accurate. And also, if you need HP, you can soul split back off them, because they will heal. So you can make them just heal back and then soul split some more. So they're good if you need HP. Okay, now this wave has both a level 90 and a level 180. Now, just like the wave with a single 90, you want to kill it first because it's the only one that can attack you from a distance. So once that one's dead, just simply attack the level 180 and you can soul split HP back. Now for the 360s, this is where the caves start getting a bit trickier. As you can see, you have to walk back and forth. Every time it starts doing its mage attack, that's when you want to walk in to attack it. If you go in a bit too early, it will melee you and can hit like 400s, but that's why you've got the bruise there. So if you do get hit a high number, just brew up and you should be fine. You just got to get like a bit of a rhythm to it, so then you don't stuff up. But it should be pretty easy. So no problems here. Just step back and forth and. Alright, now when you have a level 90 and a level 360 together, what you want to do is just simply kill the level 90 first, because that's the only one that's going to be dealing you any damage. And then once the level 90 is dead, as you can see I just got meleeed because I was in range, but luckily it hit a 0. But anyway, once the level 90 is dead, you just want to kill the 360 and finish it off. Okay, now we have a level 180 and a level 360 together. What you want to do is just kill the level 180 first, because the same with the level 90s, it's going to be the only one dealing you damage, and just kill it nice and fast. Alright, so now the hard waves are coming up, and this is where you've got the level 180s, the level 90s, and the 360s all together. Do the same thing as you would for all the other waves. Kill the 90s first, because they can attack you from a distance and they'll be dealing you damage. And then you kill the level 180, and when they're all dead, you just kill the 360. So that's pretty much it for the guide. Now I'm going to kill Jad with in-game sounds on. And for any questions, just post them in the description. I will say one thing for Jad, because I won't be commentating over it. If you have trouble with it, what you want to make sure is when you run into melee him, you don't want to have protect from melee on, otherwise he will probably hit you with whatever attack he's using, and then you will be switching between 3 different prayers. So switch between, always have melee on, and then switch between other prayers. So have protect from melee on, and if he does his magic attack, you put magic on, and then once his magic attacks hit, you put protect from melee back on, just in case he will melee you, because you can't predict when the melee hit is going to happen. So here now here's my Jad fight. Just watch over it. Hopefully it'll give you some tips on how to kill Jad or something like that. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope this guide helped anyone out. And I know it wasn't very in depth, but that was because this guide's mainly aimed at people going for a second fire cape. But I hope you guys enjoy it.